Hey, what's up everybody? Just a really quick reminder to all you guys who didn't watch my first video. All of the links to the pictures that I use in this, all the fan art for the Mega Evolutions, will be in the description down below. Go ahead and check those out if you like the fan art. I know there are a few that I'm quite fond of. Also, this is 18 Pokemon that I want to see you get Mega Evolutions. Why 18, you might ask? It's simply because there's 18 Pokemon types. I picked one Pokemon from each category, starting from Bug, ending at Water, so it's alphabetical, that I feel needs a Mega Evolution. This being said, it does not mean that it's the Pokemon that's in most need of a Mega Evolution. It's the one that I would like to see a Mega Evolution, so it still has an opinion. I try to be impartial, but quite frankly, I think I kind of failed somewhat, so I just suppressed the cough right there. So, you will see a few Pokemon that I just happen to like, but I do feel like every Pokemon on this list does need a Mega Evolution for one reason or another, and I listed it out quite thoroughly in the video. Hope you all do enjoy it. If you do, please do remember to hit that like button, subscribe, comment, just be interactive with the video. I try to interact with you guys whenever you guys do comment, and the likes do help motivate me to do more content like this. Thank you all very much for watching, and I hope you all enjoy the video.
Parasect, the mushroom Pokemon. It battles using poison spheres that spread from the mushroom canopy on its back.
I think Parasect's just one of those Pokemon that was just left behind in the by Game Freak for one reason or another. I like it. If you look at the stats are pretty solid, but I think for if it does get a Mega, what it needs is a buff to its speed and a buff to its HP. I'd say probably speed up to 50 or 60 and HP up to 90 to 100 base. That way it has some type of sustain, some walling potential, and it would be a great contrast to the other Mega Bugs, which tend just to be on the offensive side. I mean, Mega Beedrill, Heracross, Pinsir, all of them hyper offensive with very little defense. I'd like to see a defensive Pokemon with just with a modest attack. That would be a nice change for me, and I definitely think Parasect needs a little more play in the game.
Pangoro, the daunting Pokemon, and the evolved form of Pancham. Pangoro has an ornery personality. It holds a bamboo sprig in its mouth, which allows Pangoro to detect surrounding movements.
Pangoro, unlike most of the Pokemon on this list, it's actually a very solid Pokemon, fantastic Pokemon even, really good attack stat, 125. Issue is that it has the unfortunate distinction of being the same type as Scrafty. And Scrafty, despite being weaker, has much better special defense. And as you're a bit worried about fairy types, you want that special defense a little more. So this Pokemon, this Feral Favor is so fast. It's 6th-gen Pokemon, needs it needs some new life breathing into it. And I think that a Mega could definitely do that for it. Next will be our Dragon type. Hope you all do enjoy. Here we go.
Druddigon, the cave Pokemon. With the skin on its face harder than rock, Druddigon warms its body by exposing its wings to the sun.
Slow and a little underpowered is pretty much the only way that you can really sum up a Druddigon. It just has the misfortune of being the same generation as a Haxorus, and as Hydreigon, as well as the misfortune of being after Garchomp. It just doesn't have the physical power that it needs. It's a physical brawler that just doesn't punch as hard as it needs to be. As hard as it needs to punch. All it really needs is maybe a little bit extra speed, some extra attack power, basically typical Mega treatment, and it could be a really nice brawler. I like the Pokemon. It just doesn't have the power that it needs, and I think that just, like I said, speed and a little extra attack, it will definitely do well. Next is our electric type.
Stunfisk, the trap Pokemon. Stunfisk hides itself in the mud, and then delivers an electric jolt when its prey touches it, smiling all the while.
Stunfisk is basically a Pokemon that just is a wall without a purpose. It is a ground electric type, which really doesn't ever need its ground typing. Yes, it's a nice typing for some reasons, mainly to avoid electric attacks. But why an electric Pokemon gives a crap about an electric attack, I have no idea why. Other than that, it has static, which is okay, but honestly, the Pokemon would be better off by just having electric, because all the ground really does is adds another weakness. The electric's a fantastic type, only has the one weakness to ground. Give a Stunfisk a little bit more bulk. Perhaps, maybe not even more bulk. Perhaps just drop it down to a singular typing of electric. Give it some extra special attack and it will be good to go. Maybe some extra speed if you're feeling generous. And that's kind of how I feel Mega Stunfisk could actually be used in the meta. And actually make people want to use it. Thank you all. And next will be our Fairy type, if I'm not mistaken.
Granbull, the fairy Pokemon, the evolved form of Snubbull. Granbull has extreme fighting power due to its heavily muscled jaw and its strong teeth and tusks.
Alright, I just had to. Let's face it, Granbull's a bulldog, probably the closest I'll ever get to a pug in Pokemon. It's a solid Pokemon. Honestly, it does need a buff. It probably could use a Mega. It definitely never sees battle. If I had to suggest what you're going to buff it for it to make it a Mega, is probably buff its speed. Its attack's ridiculous. Make it a sweeper. That's basically all I would do with it. Yes, like I said, vanity choice, perhaps not the most impartial. But our next is our fighting type. Hope you all continue to enjoy this video. Thank you very much.
Primeape, if you make eye contact with this evolved form of Mankey, it will chase you forever.
Primeape, fantastic Pokemon, needs a buff in attack and speed to be relevant. Again, it was fantastic when it came out in the first generation. It hasn't aged well. That's basically the long and short of it. Like I said, attack and speed increase. This thing could not fail. I love this Pokemon. Like I said, my favorite fighting type Pokemon, and I want to see this Mega happen. Next would be a fighting type Pokemon. Let's do it.
Heatmore, the Anteater Pokemon. Heatmore has a blazing inner fire and uses the hole in its tail to breathe. Durant is its enemy.
Heatmore is kind of a sad case. It is a Pokemon that has a ridiculously diverse move pool that can actually be used to fight plenty of its weaknesses. It really has a good move pool, but as many Pokemon, they have good move pools. It does not back it up with a good stat spread. It needs to be buffed either in physical or special attack, and maybe a little bit of extra speed. At that point, it could be a fantastic Pokemon. That's why I think it needs a Mega. Next would be a flying type Pokemon.
Mothim, the moth Pokemon, and the evolved form of a male Burmy. It has no particular habitat, but instead flies across the land, searching for its favorite nectar.
And now for the Pokemon you all have been waiting for, Mothim. Wait, what? You forgot it was even a Pokemon? Yeah, me too. I had to actually look it up when I was looking through the flying types to see which one deserves the Mega. And I figured the one I can't remember definitely deserves the Mega. I would talk about it more, but it's just so vanilla. It's not good, it's not bad, that if I spoke about it anymore, I'm afraid I'd fall asleep. So yeah, a Mega would be very, very necessary here.
Mismagius, the magical Pokemon. Mismagius chants incantations, and while some cause misery, some give happiness as well.
Mismagius, I really don't have much extra to say about it, more than what I said in my video about predicted Megas for Sun and Moon. So go ahead and check that video out. I'll leave an annotation up on the screen right now. Leave a link in the description below. Basically, I just want to have a physical attack, or an attacking ghost, Mega Ghost, that actually, isn't Gengar, isn't named Gengar. And also I'll amend that there's 3 Mega Ghost types and one of them is Sableye. That's about it, and yeah, let's move on to the next one.
Cacturn, the Scarecrow Pokemon. Cacturn is the evolved form of Cacnea and holds traits of both grass and dark types. It rarely moves during the day, but is active once the temperature drops at night.
Cacturn, fantastic mixed attacker, probably, well, arguably the most popular Pokemon on this list, the most mainstream. People still use it without a Mega, despite having 7 weaknesses. And because of the 7 weaknesses, I think it needs a Mega. It has fantastic attack and special attack at 115, but it needs speed. Its speed right now is only base 55. It needs, if it's going to be weak to almost half the types in the game, how about you actually make it fast enough to outspeed most things? So yeah, if it Megas, I want to see the Beedrill treatment. I want to have a hard hitter with high speed. And now moving on to our next Pokemon, which is
Sandslash, the mouse Pokemon, the evolved form of Sandshrew. It attacks opponents with the quills on its back.
Sandslash, another example just like Primeape, which was a fantastic Pokemon when it first came out about 20 years ago, but has since become very non-competitive and really can't battle on the same tier as some things like, say, an Excadrill, which pretty much beats in every way, with the exception of being a Steel type. But, I mean, it has plenty of potential. It just needs to have a bit of a speed boost. And at that point, it will be a fantastic Pokemon. Our next Pokemon is our Ice type right now.
Jynx, the human-shaped Pokemon. This Pokemon has some very unusual powers. Its special attack is the Lovely Kiss, which puts its opponent into a deep sleep.
Jynx, it's a solid Pokemon. There's not really anything to say about its stats. It's a special attacker, shows itself as a special attacker. Speed is pretty good at base 95. Only reason I put it on this list for a Mega Evolution is that no one really uses it. Obviously, it's a bit of a creepy looking Pokemon, and Mega Evolution is for this one more aesthetic. I feel like just changing its design a little bit in a Mega Evolution, or kind of like you did with the Mega Gardevoir or Mega Lopunny, kind of might help this Pokemon become used again, and that's the only reason I put it on the list. Other than that, it's a fantastic Pokemon. I suggest anyone tries it. Thank you very much. And our next is our normal type, which is coming up right now.
Dunsparce, the land snake Pokemon. When discovered, the Dunsparce uses its tail to burrow into the earth and evade capture.
Dunsparce, what can you really say? Of all the Pokemon on this list, this is probably the one that needs the Mega the most. It actually is really not good at much of anything. It tries to be a wall, doesn't really do that too well. You need to set up a coil to get any type of attack or physical defense on it. Upside, it doesn't have one. It has to Grace. But it doesn't really have the speed to be fast enough to take anything, and with that weak special defensive base 65, not really going to take anything in the first place. Honestly, this thing could do with becoming more wally or more offensive. I don't even have a suggestion on this thing. It just really needs an upgrade. And also, I don't think I've ever seen a Pokemon that I have looked at and actually wanted to go donate to abused animal charities. Because this thing's just pathetic. It looks pathetic when you see it in the anime. You'll see in the footage behind. That's exactly what it looks like. And that is about it.
Vileplume, the flower Pokemon. Using the largest flower petals in the world, it spreads large clouds of pollen that cause allergic reactions.
And our poison entry is Vileplume. Vileplume, very much like Paris, is a Pokemon that really did fantastic in the Sun teams in 5th gen and before. Didn't really. But as soon as Sun teams were nerfed a little bit, it just kind of lost its effectiveness, and with that, it became a little less used, a little less stellar. It's honestly kind of a wally attacker. It's actually, I suppose you can even call it a tank with the base 110 special. The only issue is that its base 50 speed doesn't really do much for it, and its base 75 HP doesn't really give it lend itself to a wally stat or a wally type of Pokemon. So for that reason, I think it could probably invest. You can go either with a speed investment to make it a sweeper, or you could go with a HP investment to try and make it a bit more of a wall/tank. And that's about all I really have to say on that one.
Hypno, a hypnosis Pokemon. It carries a pendulum-like device and performs hypnotic attacks.
Yes, I did pick the two creepiest Pokemon in all of Pokemon with Jynx and Hypno. However, Hypno really does need that Mega Evolution. The thing's been screwed over from the beginning. It was screwed over by Alakazam being in the same gen as it. It was screwed over by Mewtwo being in the same gen as it. It was screwed over by Mew even being in the same gen as it. And arguably Jynx is a better special attacker. Hypno in general just keeps getting the shaft, and it needs to get some real love so it can actually be used, rather than just always having an Alakazam or some other psychic type, which honestly, there's plenty of psychic types that do its job better. Worst thing is it can actually have the potential to be a physical attacker if you just gave it half a chance. And I wish Game Freak would do that. I just really hope for this one to be a Mega, to be honest with you. It's plain and simple.
Sudowoodo, the imitation Pokemon. This rare Pokemon hides in trees to avoid capture.
Sudowoodo, also known as the Pokemon that was supposed to replace Snorlax in the Johto region, didn't really work too well. I mean, it did replace it, but honestly it is nothing that compared to Snorlax. It is, however, a physical defender, has nothing in the special defense really, and that's kind of unfortunate considering Grass and Water really like hitting on that special side. Admittedly, it's good against ground and fighting now, but that doesn't really matter. And the thing has a solid attack, but with only base 30 as its speed, it's really not getting anywhere fast. So this thing needs to be buffed in some way. I think a Mega could really help it. Maybe get more special defense, or maybe somehow just take some of that physical offense or physical defense and put that into some speed so the thing can actually hit and survive, and that's about all I really have to say about that. Next one will be our Steel type.
Klinklang, the gear Pokemon, and the final evolved form of Klink. Klinklang uses its spikes to fire charged energy into its environment, using its red core as an energy tank.
Klinklang, honestly, the thing's only real bad thing is it's a Steel type that is a heavy and physical, which is actually good, but the thing that really has the issue, for me at least, is its abilities. It has plus, minus, and clear body. And it doesn't work for it. I mean, there's nothing really beneficial to it. It's a fast enough Pokemon, and it's one of those Pokemon that can actually be very viable, abilities aside. Issue is no one really uses it because there's other Pokemon that do its job better. Steel type that's more physically, that hits harder physically, and also just Steel types in general that work better with abilities. So this thing's real big mistake is its ability doesn't work out for it. And I think that a Mega where you can change out the ability to be something a little more useful for its stat spin would be really great. And that's about all I really have a suggestion for this thing for. I hope you guys enjoy our water type, which is our last one, and thank you for watching the video so far.
Dewgong, the sea lion Pokemon. The evolved form of Seal. This water ice Pokemon can easily resist extreme cold.
Dewgong, it's a pretty reasonable wall, at least it used to be. However, wall has taken an entirely new meaning with the addition of the Eviolite, as well as things like Umbreon, which can toxic stall the crap out of things. Honestly, the thing was a wall in first gen. That's basically what it was. It stayed a wall for a little while, but doesn't work anymore in that role. So it needs to start getting a little more attack so it can kind of change with the game. I'd say that if I had it my way, I'd probably boost the probably actually boost the special attack a little bit, because the special attack is base 70, and also boost the speed, which is base 70. Other than that, it's actually pretty good. It would then become a little tanky. It would be a little OP, I think, to get the speed and the special attack increase, but I think that that's probably more than worth the while. With that being said, I hope you all did enjoy the video. If you did, please remember to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see you all in the next video. And if you have a suggestion for the next video, if you have any comments, concerns about this video, please do make sure to put in the comments below. I do read those and reply to those as much as I can. And with that being said, again, thank you all very much for watching.